talk tactics. Okay, this is the fun stuff. We talked a little bit about it. Make sure you have the fan page on the profile. Very important. With YouTube, your username and your channel, you can optimize those. So that makes it, if I say optimize, and I'm trying to catch myself when I use buzzwords, optimize means we're trying to use specific words that will be searched, whether it's in Google, Yahoo, Bing, or YouTube itself. So we want to optimize for certain keywords when we use any of these tools. So you can optimize your username and your channel name. What's nice is that now you can actually change your channel name whatever you want, and there's no limitations as far as somebody else already has it. So you can put your channel name whatever you want. Now, a lot of people want to do a business name. I would rather be Deborah with an honest than the business name, your name, because I want to know your channel. Here's just a different way of looking at it. Google Plus set up your business page, and they can be locally optimized. It's called geo-targeting. You actually tell Google where you are. Why not? Give them all those, when it's your business, give them as much information about you as possible. But as you personally, that's when I say, oh, no, everything. Business, absolutely, every last little thing. So think about what you name files, because you have keywords in the names of your files. Think about the title. Put keywords in your titles. So you, again, all based on your strategy, come back to that. I also recommend that you put in, and I'll show this to you, it's called NAP, name, address, phone number. Your name, address, and phone number. Every time. That's called citation. Every time you get a citation, meaning your name, address, and phone number shows up somewhere, and it's exactly the same as it is on Google, or it's exactly the same as it is on your website, that's called a citation. The more citations, the better. That's how you get the listings in the map. Okay. Facebook Insights. This is where you get all of your data. This is where you can really find out what's going on. It is great, great data. So here is a screenshot of what it looks like now. So that little thing in the corner, it used to be that you had to kind of dig around for it. It's right up front and center now. So you click on that see all, and you're going to get to a page like this. And you're not looking for tens of thousands. You don't want huge numbers. You're looking for interaction and engagement. You want people to be doing something. Well, the best place to get people to like, share, or comment on a picture, video, or post is to ask them to like, share, or comment. So that's one of the easier ways to do it. I did want to point this out that free got the highest level of viral virality at the But essentially what we're looking at here, obviously the date's obvious, the post itself is obvious, but then reach. That reach column there, what that's talking about is the unique number of people that saw your message, your post. And they'll track it over a 28-day period. Because people tend to have a lot of friends, and there's a lot of posts, the first day, it's pretty much all. They're not coming back to the fan page. We're trying to get their stuff in front of them on their page. So if we can get it there, and then within the day, it's gone, right? Off of that feed. So you got to get it out over and over again. Yes?
So my question is, I heard that Facebook changing with businesses are being marketed so that you have to have like a boatload of likes in order for all of your posts to be on the newsfeed.
We'll talk about that specifically.
Okay.
So the question is, it's called edge rank. We're going to talk about that because it's changed the game. Yes, it is a game that we're all kind of playing. Yeah, it's more than just likes. It's pretty significant. All right. Any questions about that? About insights? I didn't finish. There's reach, the number of unique people that see your message. Then there's engagement, meaning of those unique people, how many of them did something, clicked, comment, liked, shared, did actually something. And then there's people that are talking about it. Right? So they're looking at what's actually happening with the content that you put out there. So this is a good tool. So you can say, okay, well, every time I put free consultation, or whatever it is that you can put on there, and you see the numbers like this just jump up, make sure you do that again. You don't do it every day, we'll do it 6 times a day. Make sure you do it again, because clearly it worked. Keep on tracking it. If you put up a really funny photo that is a cat's bag, have tons of activity, and part of your strategy is humor, make sure you do that again, because you can keep that going up. And I'll tell you exactly why you want to keep that going up. This is I'll write this down. Mercola.com. It's a really good source for just medical news and information. So if you are struggling for content to push out there, it's a good start, right? At least get your mind going a little bit, give you some ideas. Find out where your fans get their news. So you can look at the people that are connected with you, find out what they're doing and where they're looking. That's really helpful. Look for videos, photos, articles based on those posts and blogs, websites people are showing interest in. And you can go to a place called Alexa.com and you can get all kinds of information about websites. You can see what's going on out there. There's all kinds of places for you to get this data and then utilize it. If you're looking for popular, relevant content that your audience is already interested in, and this helps build your edge rank value. And edge rank, hopefully it's next. But edge rank is that super crazy, complicated algorithm that determines whether or not something you post on your business fan page ever gets seen. And it's a big deal. All right, so you want people to like you, tell them what they get needed. So if you have on your website, follow us on Facebook, which we're all, every once in a while we get a little lazy and like, hey, let's just make sure it's out there. Follow us on Facebook and we'll hold you fast. Why? Why would I follow you on Facebook? Why would I do that? So there's some, if you know that you're going to be providing valuable information, or there's something that people always say, hey, I really like that on Facebook. Put that on your website, follow us on Facebook so you can. To get. You will. That kind of stuff. Give them a reason. Ask questions. Trivia is great. Fill in the blanks. I laugh every time I think about it. And leave that blank. It's amazing how people respond to this stuff. This or that. Again, people respond to, they want their opinion heard. Ask people for their opinion and they will love to give it to you. Do you like? And then put something in there. Do you like this? Do you like that? Just try to get some type of engagement. It's how you can get your posting to be seen. Use photos and videos. Photos are being shared, commented on like crazy, and so use them. Put photos out there. Talk about the news, something that's not political or religious, please. I highly recommend you stay away from those. Babies and puppies. Can't go wrong. I promise you. You put a picture of a baby or a puppy and it will go viral. Those numbers will jump. So every once in a while we test that and throw up, that little cute baby picture. It works out. Alright. You don't want to do that like 6 times a day. Just space it all out. Let's see, share, tell them that if you want people to share a photo, tell them to. So don't hope that they oh, this is okay, I'm going to share. People can sort of, when you think about their averaging 15.5 minutes, 15.5 minutes every day on Facebook, they fall into this sort of drone mentality. And they're just sort of searching and reading, and then they go, oh, I'm supposed to do this? Great, okay, I should do that, great. And just tell them to do, and they will. It's amazing. It has a huge impact. You can talk about today's events, datesinhistory.com, a great place to find out what went on today sometime in history. Get out there. A lot of times you go, yeah, that's cool. And they'll share, they comment, and that's what you want. So you tell them what to do, like, share, or comment. You can use games, word games, things like Hangman, all kinds of ways to get people to interact. Contests, and this is to your question earlier, follow those terms of service. If you're going to run a contest through Facebook, just follow the terms of service. But that's essentially a really nice way to get interaction because photos, videos, giveaways, any of those things work really well on Facebook. And I always want to make sure that if you do something like that no one thinks that you're going to mail them a prize or give them something that's not in person. Because they might end up with 10,000 followers all over the world because they're trying to do like one for life and floor. You don't want that. So make sure they know that you're trying to be okay. Questions? Concerns? Good.
Okay,
Post several times a day. 3 is terrific. 2 is great. 1 will help. Less is a waste of time. Now, actually, I got a call the other day from a company that uses social media for dentists and orthodontists. And they were asking us why we promote multiple times a day, because they said, isn't it supposed to be only 2 or 3 times a week? Like, should I really tell them? I was shocked by that. But what's happened is people have this idea that you're going to bug people. You're going to have too much going on, and it's going to be annoying. Well, more often than not, if the person that is seeing 2 or 3 posts every day, if that person is seeing it, they're probably not connected to too many people. So they're probably not what we consider a maven, meaning they're connected to tons of people. They're going to share your stuff with everyone. So they don't really have an impact for you marketing wise. So if they decide to not follow you anymore, it's not going to hurt you. And you're not putting out anything that is offensive. You're not making it so that they can't see what they're seeing from their friends, because you're not putting out 10 times a day. So really consider that. Now the other thing is about the edge rank. We'll go through that. The edge rank will actually kill those efforts. If you're posting once, twice a week, this edge rank algorithm basically says you are not relevant enough or recent enough to show to people. Unless, of course, you're someone that has like 8 friends and it's not the way, so that'll show up. If you're someone that actually is active on Facebook, you're not going to see any of those messages. So now you're posting content and thinking that you're going to have this interaction, and no one's seeing, or maybe 2 or 3 tops. But not people who want it. So we're trying to get into teams. We're not always going to have 500 people see it and react. We're hoping for 10, 12, because that's how things kind of continue to grow. All right. Each increment, every day that your fan page updates, it increases the reach. So what that means is that when we show those numbers, this is a relatively new page, the reach, meaning the number of people that saw the post, they didn't interact, it showed up on their feed. And it's not like they are tracking eyeballs and they know that somebody read your post. It just means it showed up on their feed when they were logged in. So it showed up. That continues to increase incrementally. So if you are posting consistently, everything's going great, then you slow down or stop, you kind of spiral. So just keep it going. The average fan status updates only reach 7.5% of its fans. Now I'm getting to the more. And that's if you're posting 2-3 times a day. Okay. So that's where that comes in, where, yeah, maybe, 2-3 times a week, and it was kind of fun and nice and happy, and people were like, hey, that's really lovely. It worked. It doesn't anymore. No one's reading it. Okay. Great. So, what is this edge rank? Popularity, times relevance, times recency. Is edge rank. It is a huge algorithm when it covers this wall. And that's the essence of it. How popular is your post? Are people engaging with it? How relevant is it to what you're typically talking about? And then how recent? So that's why you have to keep holding that content. Comments are 5 times more valuable than likes. So everyone's talking about likes. I can get you likes. For $5, I can get you 150 likes tomorrow. So what? No value to that whatsoever. And literally, it's called Fiverr.com, and I can get you hundreds of likes tomorrow. Most of them will be from the Ukraine. But we can go do that. And you know what? If you want to have your vanity URL, right? So Facebook.com/Devine. Doesn't that have a nice ring to it? If I wanted to get that, I would even have, it used to be 25, now 30 likes. So I can wait until I have 30 likes, start talking to friends and family, hey, please like our page, like it, until I get that 30, then I can grab that vanity URL. Or for $5, I can get it tomorrow. So I just donate $5 and I have tomorrow, and then everything else you do through there. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's not against the terms of service. There's no ethical issues around it. You just needed the vanity URL, and why not? So those likes aren't nearly as valuable as they used to be because of stuff like that. But we kind of all knew that was going to happen. So comments are what you want. So ask people for those comments. Post during those peak hours. Test your area. These numbers are based on the nation. Your area might be a little bit different. So watch those numbers. That's why I wanted to show you the stats. So you know exactly where to go and look. And don't spend an hour, just 5 minutes. Click on it, quick scan, see what's happening. Okay, this time of day, you seem to be getting the most interaction. So let's make sure that we keep posting on that time of day. Very, very simple. Don't be boring. That's the worst thing you can do is just kind of bore people so that they don't ever want to see your post again. So keep it light, keep it fun, stay within your strategy, map things out. This is one of the posts that we put up that actually did pretty well. It was kind of silly, fun. What happens is, you see a smile, and you guys see it, smiles, right? People kind of see this and they smile, and they're much more likely to like, or share. That's all we're looking for, okay? So silly things like that are nice to have once in a while. So this is the calendar that I was just talking about, and it's a good way to kind of help you keep track of what you're trying to do, when you're trying to do it, and break up the information. So what are we talking about? Personal touch. That's the stuff that we can't do for you. Right? Consultant can't come in and sit in your office and see everything that's going on to create that personal touch. What's happening in your office? What's going on with your patients? So somebody wins a big tournament. That's nice to put out there, right? If something goes on in the community and you have anything that's positive and uplifting in the community, put that in there. Anything positive uplifting in your practice, put that in there. Okay, that's the personal touch. What's nice about mapping it out is that you can say, okay, next week we can have a morning, an afternoon, an evening, or just a morning and an evening, but you can kind of see it. I find it much easier to keep track that way. Social proof. And those reviews we were talking about, those are great to put on there. Right? Put that right on there. If people aren't going to necessarily go on Facebook and write your review, which they can do, just give a review and write it and say it's right on Facebook. Very straightforward. Obvious offer. I wouldn't do this all the time. 2 times a week. An obvious offer. Make sure to tell your friends to for their free exam. Got it too? Not sure what to do? Come in for your free exam. Very, very simple. But something for search. So remember we talked about optimizing for keywords? So you want to put some keywords in there once in a while. And yes, it still has an effect. We've had some weird stuff where all of a sudden, boom, somebody's Facebook page showed up on the first page of the search results. It's not going to stay there for long, but it's sure nice to now have 2 or 3 positions on page 1. So absolutely put that in there once in a while. Don't put the keyword into every single post because that won't work. It's not like cumulative effect, but every once in a while, it absolutely can help. Value added. Something going on in the community, there's an event, anything that you can add value, put that in there. People like that stuff. And there's all kinds of websites in the community, local municipalities, all those websites have websites that you can find out what's going on. So you can look at their calendar or just put that in your schedule. And then, of course, the questions. Always ask those questions, they get the most interaction. All good? Make sense? All right, good. Getting the hang of the headlines. So here's the latest from Facebook, and I apologize. I'm not sure if I have an internet connection here. Facebook graph, I was going to show you the video, really heavy on time. Facebook graph, this graph search is brand new. Came out, it's still in beta, it hasn't actually launched. And again, it's really interesting, but it's this new search experience, that's how they're building it. It allows users to discover people, places, and things on Facebook. So instead of just typing in a name and it pulls up your name and you can look at names or businesses and it starts to pull up businesses, you can say, I want to find people that are people that I like that ski. People that I like that mountain bike. And then we'll start looking for that. Or if you're in an area, people that like to snowshoe in Denver. We'll start pulling on that information. That's pretty interesting. So we're actually now looking at how do we optimize online search. So if somebody is starting to type in, need a good Denver orthodontist, need a good Boulder orthodontist, we're going to see if we can't get yours to show up right out of that. Why not? So that's brand new, so we're still playing with it. It's in beta. This is going to be really interesting because it's kind of still walking that line. Remember I said people love to hate Facebook? It's walking that line because it's a little creepy that anything and everything you do now on Facebook is being tracked and served up to anyone who wants to look for it. So you can go online and do this, but you can look for some of the funny searches that people are doing now using this tool. And some of it's disturbing, so don't spend a lot of time. Some of it's hysterical. What people are coming up with to search for, and they're getting results. So make sure that when you log out of Facebook, no matter what, that whatever you put on there, that it's something that you notice. Because all right. So this has really been interesting. So we're going to be playing with it. I'm going to see if I can. We're going to skip the video. You can always watch the video. It's basically Facebook making it look really wonderful. They're getting this beautiful music behind it, and you're going to find all these wonderful friends to go hiking with. Who knows? We'll see how it all kind of shakes out. But what they're doing is they're saying, you don't need to go to Google, you don't need to go to any place else. You can go right here on everything that you need. And it's about local, mobile, and magazines. Pretty interesting. So we'll see. So you decide if it's going to help you practice or be creepy. I would rather help you practice, so we're going to work on optimizing that.
We